Welcome to my yoga. I'm Nicole, and today we have a centering, strong, yet calming Hatha yoga practice. This practice will work your entire body. It will help to bring a lot of length and strength in. Let's practice. Beginning in a comfortable seated position. Resting the hands on the thighs, your choice of palms or up or down. Find a nice tall spine. Relax your shoulders and close the eyes when you're ready. Begin to notice inhales and exhales. Feel the coolness of the breath as it enters in through the nose and touches the back of your throat. And notice the warmth of the breath as it's released from the body. Starting to lengthen both inhales and exhales. Allowing each breath to travel a little bit deeper into your lungs. Feeling with every inhale, the rib cage lifting, expanding. With every exhale, allowing calm and ease to be invited into both body and mind. Feel the inhales moving deep into the base of the lungs, chest and belly expanding. Drawing navel into spine as you exhale. That motion releasing every last drop of air. Filling up and emptying out completely. Notice how every breath just fills you, lightens you. Every exhale can feel yourself centered, the earth support beneath you. Bringing a gentle constriction to the front of your throat as you now transition into your Ujjayi breath. Follow the gentle sound and vibration of inhales and exhales. Feel every breath rooting you in this present moment. Your energy calm, your awareness centered. Gently opening the eyes. Let the shoulders slide back and down. Then take a breath in, sweeping the arms up. Bring the palms of your hands to touch. As you exhale, release your right hand down beside you. Reach up through those left fingertips, and then as you breathe out, begin to lean over towards that side. Now, draw your left shoulder back. Feel that left sit bone rooting down, maybe bringing the gaze up to the sky. Feel free to bend into your right elbow, maybe walking the hand out. Just notice the space coming into that left side with each breath in. Relax your legs. Inhale all the way back to center, palms of the hands touch. Exhale, left fingertips release down beside you. Reach up through right hand, lift the heart. Exhale to lean over. Again, adjusting that left hand however you need to. Right sit bones rooting down, rolling that right shoulder back. Neck is long, perhaps bringing gaze to the sky. Inhale, coming all the way back to center now. As you exhale, palms of the hands draw to the heart, resting your thumbs against the sternum. A little tuck to the chin here. Breathe. As you exhale now, releasing your hands down onto the earth and transitioning yourself into a tabletop. Fingers spread wide, root down through pointer finger mound. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Lengthen the spine. Use your exhale to curl the toes under, drawing your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Push the floor away from you with your hands a little tucked to the chin. Gaze is at your feet. Let the heels just begin to sink down towards the earth, remembering you can bend the knees if needed. With your exhale now, we're going to keep the left leg straight and deep bend in that right knee. Feel that left heel just starting to sink down towards the floor. Right shoulder blade lifting in line with left, so that weight is even in the hands. Take another breath. Inhale, right leg begins to straighten. Exhale, left knee bends deeply. Breathe into that right leg. Feel left shoulder blade gently lifting up. And we're going to inhale now, lengthening out left leg. As you exhale, bend into the knees, look between your hands. Breathe in here. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, feet coming hip distance apart. Bend the knees as you need to, forward fold, let the belly release to your thighs. Tuck your chin. And then even the weight out into the feet, so draw the hips so they stack more on top of the ankles. Maybe grabbing opposite arms or elbows. Nod the head yes. Shake it no. Let the shoulders soften. And release the fingertips to the earth now beside the feet. If it feels okay, gently push the fingertips down. Feel the hips starting to lift. There might still be a bend into the knee. Exhaling, shoulders pull back, tucking the chin, belly in. Root down firmly through the feet with your exhale. Inhale, reach and rise all the way up to standing. Bring palms and the hands to prayer at heart center as you exhale, thumbs against the sternum. Push your hands together as you breathe in. Exhale, big toes to touch, heels apart, top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Draw the knees back, make sure your big toes are visible, belly and tail under. And inhale, arms extend out, separating shoulder distance apart. This is option one. If you'd like to move deeper, bring the biceps by the ears. Maybe sinking the hips lower on an exhale. Just feel that straight line, hips to the crown of the head. Breathe. Let's inhale now, squeeze the legs together, slowly rise up. Exhale, forward fold, bend into your knees as needed. Keeping the legs together this time, belly to the thighs, tuck your chin. Wrapping your arms around your hamstrings. Pull the shoulders back as you inhale, feel spine lengthening. Then as you exhale, gently squeezing yourself in here. Compress belly to thighs as you breathe out. Now releasing fingertips to the earth. Breathe in, rise, reach up to standing. Palms and hands to prayer at heart center as you exhale. Push your hands together, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to the hips. Breathe in here. Step back to lunge with left leg, warrior one. Back foot is flat on the floor, 45 degrees. Take your time here, square your hips to center, belly in, tail under, and then sweep your arms up when you're ready. Turning the pinky fingers in will soften the shoulders. If you're looking for more, palms and the hands together, looking up to the thumbs. Feel both feet firmly rooted. And as you push into the outer edge of back foot, that draws left hip forward as the right pulls back. Just notice lightness in the upper body as you inhale. You're centered and connected with your exhale. Draw the hands onto the hips as you breathe out. Inhale, we're going to pivot that back foot, lift the heel. As you exhale, step to the top of the mat, big toes touch, heels apart. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms of the hands to prayer at heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, hands to the hips. Left foot roots down as you exhale. Big step back, right leg. Flat on the floor, 45 degrees, warrior one. Square the hips, adjust as you need to. That back foot is firmly rooted into the earth. You want to push down through the outer edge of the heel and the baby toe side. Belly and tail under, option to lift the gaze, palms of the hands to prayer. We keep holding on to that nice strong lunge. Tail's gently scooping under here. 2 more breaths. Shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, draw the hands onto the hips. Abdominals strong, breathe in, back foot lifts. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Tadasana, reach the fingertips down towards the earth. Slide the shoulders back, belly and tail under. Now feel every inhale, the chest lifting, crown of the head is extending towards the sky, fingertips reaching to the floor as you breathe out. With your exhale, now bring your hands onto the hips, lift the heart as you breathe in. We're going to exhale, hinging at the hips, little bend into the knees, coming to a flat back. Breathe in here. Exhale now, hands to the earth. Step back to a high plank or push-up position. Draw the shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Feel free to drop the knees down if you need to. Take one more breath, just like you're standing tall at the top of your mat. Now with your next exhale, right knee under right hip, modified side plank. Turn the foot up behind you, sit back like a kickstand, left foot in line with right knee. Inhale, reach those left fingertips up to the sky. If you wish, sweep the arm overhead, palm down, relaxing that shoulder back, maybe bringing gaze up. Now gently push that left foot into the floor. Notice how this brings length into the entire side body. Right hand's pushing the floor away from you. Breathe. Exhale now, left hand releases. Step to your high plank as you breathe in. Center yourself, right to the opposite side. Exhale, left knee under left hip. Turn the foot out, right foot in line with left knee. Use that inhale to reach your right fingertips to the sky. Slide the shoulders back. Option, right arm overhead, palm down, softening shoulder. Maybe bring the gaze up. Feel that right foot gently pressing into the earth, helping to bring more length and space. Breathe in here. Exhaling, right hand releases. Step to your high plank with an inhale. Push to downward facing dog, exhale. Now step your feet in here as you need to. Take a breath, lengthen the spine, ears in line with biceps. As you exhale, soften your jaw. Let the heels sink towards the earth. Inhale, right leg lifts up, strong and straight. With your exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Help it as you need to. Back to warrior one, back foot 45 degrees, flat on the floor. Rise with your inhale. Take your time, find your center, square the hips. That back foot roots down, belly is in, tail scooping under. Breathe in here. Moving into eagle arms, your exhale, left arm comes under the right. Hook elbows, hook hands. If this is not available, hook elbows. Firmly squeeze your shoulders with your hands. Elbows are in line with shoulders. Those of you that want more, reaching up through fingertips, maybe letting the gaze follow. Keep staying in a strong lunge. Feel your inhales expanding the rib cage. As you exhale, the forearms draw together, shoulder blades soften down the back. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release your arms, bring the hands onto your hips. Breathe in here. Exhaling, hands to the earth, transitioning back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feel free to move here if that serves you. Good. Feel the spine lengthening as you inhale. Calm and centered with your exhale. Left leg lifts up, breathe in. Exhale, foot comes in between the hands. Warrior one, take your time. Right foot flat on the floor. Rise up as you inhale. Find that squaring of the hips. The firm rooting down of both of your feet into the earth. Breathe in here, feel your heart filling and lifting. And exhale to eagle arms, right under left. Hook elbows, hook hands, or hook elbows and firmly squeeze shoulders. Elbows are in line with shoulders, hands away from face, roll your shoulders back and down. Option to reach up through fingertips if you want to move a little bit deeper here. Breathe. Keep your abdominals strong, containing that lower rib cage. Relax your jaw. Good, big breath, rib cage is expanding. With this exhale, now release your arms, bring your hands onto the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth, transition back to downward facing dog. Every breath out is an opportunity to return to your center. Take one more here. Inhale, bend your knees, look between hands. Step to top of mat as you exhale, feet hip distance apart. Come into your forward fold, belly to the thighs, tuck your chin. We're going to take pointer finger, middle finger between first and second toe, wrapping around the base of your big toe. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. The knees can still be bent, shoulders back. Then as you exhale, you're tucking your chin, hips lifting. As you pull on the toes, the elbows start to come out to the sides. Feel length in the neck, shoulders down, belly is hollowing as you exhale. Next breath out, release the fingers from the toes. Root down through your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, palms of the hands to prayer, heart center. Push the hands together, breathe in. Exhale, big toes to touch, heels apart. Tadasana. Inhale. Bringing the hands onto the hips as you exhale. Root down through right foot, breathing in. Big step back, warrior two as you breathe out. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat, heel to arch alignment, shoulders over hips. Reach the arms out when you're ready. Relax your shoulders down the back. So ideal distancing for your lunge is ankles right underneath your wrists. Press both feet down firmly. Feel inner thighs squeezing together. Every breath in, lifting the chest. And soften your gaze over front middle finger. Relax your shoulders. 2 more breaths here. Bring the hands onto the hips as you exhale. Right foot's rooting down. Inhale, pivot back foot facing forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, toes to touch, heels apart. Breathe in. Left foot roots down as you breathe out. Inhale, warrior two, right leg, big step back. Pivot foot parallel, shoulders over hips. Find that straight line, heel to arch in the feet, and then reach your arms up. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down. Feel yourself centered and strong here. Deep inhales. Calming exhales. Left knee's right on top of the ankle. Back leg is straight, kneecap is pulling up. With your next breath out, bring the hands onto the hips, root down through left foot. Inhale, pivot back foot to face forward. Step to the top of the mat, toes to touch, heels apart with your exhale. Breathe into Tadasana, reach the fingertips down to the floor, belly in, tail under. Gaze is soft on the floor in front of you. Next breath out, draw your hands onto the hips, little bend in the knees. As you exhale, make your way to a flat back and release the fingertips to the floor. We're going to breathe in, transition back to a high plank. Lengthen your spine, shoulders back, option to drop the knees here if you need to. We have 2 breaths. Feel the tail scooping to the heels. Deep breath in. On your exhale, weight into right hand, side plank on right side. Come to the outer edge of right foot, stack your feet, pull the toes up. If this is too much, you can always come into the modified version that we took earlier. If you'd like a little bit more, sweep the top arm overhead, palm down. Shoulders are pulling back, you're pushing the floor away from you with right hand. Feel strength in the legs, feel the hips lifting up to the sky. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Center yourself in your high plank as you breathe in. Opposite side, exhale, weight into left hand, flip to the outer edge of left foot, stack the feet, or drop your left knee down. Reach your right fingertips to the sky, maybe sweeping arm overhead, palm down. Now imagine a string attached to that right hip, keeps lifting you up, lightening the body. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand releases, center high plank. Push to downward facing dog as you exhale. Really lift those hips up and back. It's going to take weight off of the front of the body. Let your heels release, relax your jaw. Maybe gently turning head from side to side. Take 2 more breaths here. Now let's inhale now. Right leg lifts up, strong and straight. Doesn't have to be high. Bring foot in between the hands as you exhale, warrior 2. Pivot back foot, breathe in, rise up. Find your center, shoulders over hips. Make sure that right knee's right on the ankle. Take a breath. On your exhale now, right forearm to right thigh, extended side angle. Sweep left arm overhead, palm down, that shoulder plugs into its socket. Now push right arm into right leg, open up that left hip, maybe bring gaze to the sky. If you're looking for more, right fingertips down, maybe reaching through and coming into a bind. If you're binding, you're still stacking your shoulders, crown of your head is reaching forward. Push that back foot down wherever you are. Notice how that will help to bring more length into left side. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. And exhale, release the hands down onto the earth. Pivot back foot, center, inhale. Step to downward facing dog with your exhale. Feel your breath. Feel your body. You are present in this moment. Inhale now, left leg lifts up. Foot in between the hands as you exhale. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat, root down, rise up, warrior 2. Find heel to arch alignment through the feet, belly and tail under. Back leg is super strong. Make sure left knee is right on top of the ankle. Now lengthen the spine, the sides of the body. Exhaling left forearm to left thigh, extended side angle. Sweep right arm overhead, palm down, plugging that shoulder back. Now you have your option, left hand can come down. You can bind if that serves you. Wherever you would like to be though, push that back foot down. Straight line back heel to crown of head. This hip is rolling open. 2 more breaths. Fill up with your inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Back foot pivots, breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Slide your shoulders back. Just let go of what you've just done. Take a deep breath in. Calming exhale out. Inhale, bend your knees, look between hands. Exhale, top of the mat, toes touch, heels apart. Find your forward fold, belly to thighs, tuck the chin. I invite you to grab a hold of your heels this time, pulling yourself in, elbows out, tucking chin. Feel the hips lifting as you inhale, belly hollowing with your exhale. Fingertips to the floor now as you breathe out, push the feet down. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, palms of the hands to prayer at heart center. Push your hands together, feel that opening in the heart, lift in the chest. Exhale, sit back to your chair. Pull the knees back, big toes visible. Lengthen. Now hinge at your hips. Twisting right elbow, left thigh. Make sure the knees are squared so the right hip is in line with left, lengthen. And then belly in and to the left as you twist. Sinking those hips down a little bit lower than the heart. Just feel that broadening across your collarbones. If you're moving deeper, open your arms up, right fingertips towards the earth, left to the sky. Otherwise, push the hands together for leverage here. 2 more. As you exhale, come back to center, hands to the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften shoulders back and down, center. Breathe in. Sit back into your chair as you breathe out. Lengthen. Exhale, hinge at hips, belly to thigh, left elbow, right leg. Push the hands together, open the heart, make sure your knees are in alignment, and let the hips start to sink. Maybe bringing gaze over right shoulder. Pull belly in with your exhale. It's going to help you to bring out a little bit more. Breathe in. Exhale back to center. Inhale, rise all the way up. As you exhale, release your arms down beside you. Breathe in, roll the shoulders back, fingertips to the floor. Exhale, belly in, tail under, Tadasana. Just feel the energy that's flowing through you. Breathe into the strength, into the space that you're cultivating. Deep breath in. Bring hands onto the hips as you exhale, bend into the knees. Find your flat back. Hands release to the earth, take a breath. Then transition back to your downward facing dog. Push the floor away from you, feel that length in the spine. As you exhale now, release your knees down onto the earth. Let's move the feet out of the way. Bring your bottom down onto the mat. We're going to transition ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Feet are hip distance apart. Have them parallel to each other. Bring your bottom right to the heels and then begin to release yourself down. We're setting up for our bridge pose. Knees on top of ankles. Bring your arms down beside you. Push the palms of the hands into the floor, root down through the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Belly and tail under, draw the shins forward. If you need more, you're going to interlace your fingers, walk your elbows underneath you, push pinky fingers into the earth. Now as you breathe in, feel a little bit of weight on the back of the head. The neck is long, hips lifting. Notice the weight evening out in the feet as the shins draw forward. 2 more breaths. Fill up with your inhale. Exhale, slowly release down, let go of the arms. Come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, bring your knees into your chest, hands to the shins, breathe in. Now lift the head and shoulders, nose to knees, rounds, compress your thighs on your belly. 2 breaths here. Then release head, shoulders, soles of the feet to the earth. Taking right ankle, flexing the foot, toes pulling back, ankle over left knee. Coming into our hip stretch, let that right thigh draw away from you. Hips are sinking to the floor. If you need more, left thigh comes in. Interlace fingers on hamstring or shin. If that knee is in, line it up with your left shoulder. It's going to help to get you deeper into right hip. 3 more breaths. Shoulders are softening back, your jaw's relaxed. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Both feet on the floor, feel them rooting down. Inhaling now, left foot flexes. As you exhale, ankle over right knee. Breathe and let that thigh draw away from you. If you need more, right leg in, interlace fingers on hamstring or shin. Right knee is in line with right shoulder. That thigh is energetically drawing away. Your hips are sinking down. 3 breaths. Good. Inhales invite space. Maybe moving deeper as you exhale. Last breath in. And now release soles of both feet to the earth. We're going to come into our inversion here. So those of you that have shoulder stand in your practice, we're going to work into shoulder stand. Those of you that don't, we're going to come into a gentle inversion. You're welcome to use a wall if you wish. We're just going to bring the knees in, let the legs come up. Now you can use your hands on your hips for support, or just allow the hands to release down beside you, palms up. Those of you who are coming into shoulder stand, first gaze at the sky. We don't want to turn the head because we don't want to cause any damage to the neck. So if it's available to you, the knees come in. You're going to start to lift up the legs, walking the hands up the spine. Now you want to have the hands on the base of the shoulder blades. The elbows are squeezing in, inner thighs squeezing together, pointing the toes up towards the sky. Tails gently scooping down towards the heels. In between shoulder blades are lifting. Breathe here. Those of you in shoulder stand, if you'd like to come into plow, flex your feet. Begin to extend the legs overhead, maybe bringing the toes to the floor. The legs are strong here, belly's in. Those of you that wish to, maybe bringing your hands down onto the earth. Option to interlace fingers, pinky fingers onto the floor. Those of you with your inversion where you're flat on your back, if you wish to, you can start to flex the feet and point the toes. Take 1 more breath. Now as you exhale slowly and mindfully wherever you are, please take all the time you need to release yourself from your pose. Once you come all the way down, have the soles of your feet on the floor. Take a breath in. As you exhale, the knees are going to come together, big toes to touch. We're going to inhale to extend out through the legs. We're going to move into fish pose. So squeeze those legs together, point your toes. We're going to bring the arms underneath us. So we're going to have pointer finger and thumb to touch. So walk those arms underneath you. Push the palms of your hands into the floor. Now take your elbows, draw them in, push them into the mat, bend them. As you bend them, the chest is going to lift. You're going to gently place the top of your head onto the earth. Keep the legs strong, bellies in, deep breaths here. It's a great counter pose for our inversion. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly let the arms support you, chin to chest, back of the head down. Release your arms now. Let's bring the knees into the chest with an exhale. Let the knees come wide, shoulder width or wider. Gently rock from side to side. We're going to take 3 breaths. Massage out the spine however needed. Now with your exhale, bring the inner thighs together. Hands around the shins, take a breath in. Exhale, nose to knees. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Tuck the chin around the spine. Maybe bring the thighs into the chest. If it's available to you, reach down, grab a hold of the soles of your feet, compress even deeper. Breathe in. Exhale, release head, shoulders, and soles of the feet to the floor. Transitioning now into final Shavasana. Option to have the knees bent if there's any tenderness in the low back. Otherwise, extending out the legs onto the mat, toes to the sides, palms of the hands to face up. Shimmy the shoulders underneath you. Move in any way you need to find comfort. And then when you're ready, begin to let go of the breath, of all of the effort. Just allow yourself to melt into the mat, to become a part of this moment, a part of this space. Slowly start to bring awareness back to breath. Bring one palm of the hand over heart, one over belly. And as the breath starts to build, feel it filling and emptying the hands. Connecting with this life and energy that is flowing through you. But also feeling the support, the connection you have to the earth beneath you. Being grateful for our practice, for this opportunity to connect to you. Namaste.